Hi students, in this video, we're gonna calculate the future value of dollars using Excel's formula. And these are going to be monthly payments. So I have an example here. Let's say you're thinking about retiring in 20 years and you want to contribute $500 a month into savings or a 401 or whatever vehicle, and you think you can earn 7% interest on that money. You want to know what that $500 a month will equal to after 20 years. It can be a really important data. You can use this when you're trying to, any type of savings vehicle. You want to save towards college education, you want to save towards a new home, you want to save towards a new car, and you want to contribute every month on that. So let's go ahead and calculate that. So in this case, the number of periods is 20 years. The interest rate is 0.07, so 7% interest. And the monthly payment, or PMT, is $500. And the future value is what we're trying to calculate. So we go up to the f of x box, which is the actual function, will help us solve the problem. And you'll see highlighted I have future value FV. You can also get to FV by clicking on all formulas and then scrolling down till you get to the F's and click on FV that way. So under rate, I can go ahead and click on the cell that I have it in, that I had set up for. Interest rate is 7%. The problem with the interest rate at 7% is that's an annual interest rate, and I'm looking to try to input a monthly interest rate. So I actually have to divide that interest rate by 12 because I want to calculate the monthly interest rate. Same for the number of periods. I have 20 years for the number of periods, but there's actually monthly payments being made. So I actually have to times that by 12 to get the monthly payment into a yearly number. And then I scroll down to PMT, and that's going to be 500. So once I hit OK, I'll get my answer of $260,463. So if you put $500 a month, every month in your 401k, you earn 7% interest on this money, you'll have $260,463 20 years from now. Couple of important reminders. I'm going to pull back this chart. The interest rate and the number of periods have to be the same. So when I had an annual rate of 7%, I had to divide it by 12 in order to get to a monthly rate. And when I had the number of periods as 20 years, I had to make that into monthly. So I multiplied that by 12. Very, very important. You really want to make sure the rate and the number of periods align correctly. So big important step. Don't forget to do that. Otherwise, your answer will be wrong. Rate divided by 12, number of periods multiplied by 12. Good luck, and use this for a lot of different savings vehicles that you can think of in your personal life as well as your business life. If you like the video, click like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Have a great day.